You guys, I figured it out again. And this is about to blow your mind. Now, before I go into this rabbit hole, have to give credit when credit is due. Rashad Jamal said that Caucasians came from a portal into our world, right? Now, we have to understand that he might have been correct and that they were really hiding history because history is his story. Now, the guy behind me, John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, or you know him as J.R.R. Tolkien, was a master scholar who wrote The Lord of the Rings. Now, we all know that they hide truth in fiction. I believe that J.R.R. was trying to tell us the truth, but he did it in an imagery that in some circles was disliked, even though his books and his writings were wildly popular. And so The Lord of the Rings is basically like a secret fire where it talks about God originating the spirit, right, that stirs in the children of his children, right, to be able to build and create and be able to become closer to the Most High. And so his books put these obstacles in place so that the protagonist can grow and etc. But what makes this important is the fact that students of Freemasonry would not be unjustified in recalling at the same threads of imagery with Masonic traditions. This would mean that J.R.R. Tolkien's, his book of The Lord of the Rings is parallel with Masonic traditions. And they say that Freemasons hold the real truth, and for you to get that truth, you have to be a part of their group. And it would make sense if they have the hidden true history and hiding it from the rest of the world. This would make sense. And so J.R.R. Tolkien is kind of exposing the realities of our real reality through imagery. In the beginning of Lord of the Rings, if you ever seen the movie, I highly go recommend it. It talks about how the age of exploration around a certain time happened where white men traveled exploring the world in the quest for power. And so we would have to know that these stories are about Middle Earth and about creatures and about beings that come from inner Earth that are interacting with humans. So now, if this is the human realm, inside of this ice wall, you have our continents, which is all one, by the way, and not separated by water. Middle Earth would be anything outside of this ring. Hence the realm of the Titans, right? Where J.R. Tolkien is telling us that these behemoth creatures swim in these waters. Now, history is starting to prove that Caucasians started their existence after the 1500s, right? But before then, everything in this continent was considered black. And up until that point, between the late 1400s, early 1500s, no one in this landmass has ever seen a Caucasian or a white person. And I'm not talking albino because that is still a black person. Now, if God saved his lineage with the flood, right? Because they were making hybrid animals and damning the world, right? If he saved his lineage by flooding it and disposing of the hybrid land animals and all of the animal hybrids that were of the water, that water that dumped here pushed those animals out past this ring. And hence why the realm of the Titans is out in these deep waters, is because the flood pushed those animals, and now we're around the barrier of the circumcision of the ice, which controls the currents in our world. And so Lord of the Rings talks about the age of exploration, where these men on the Middle Earth outside are invading God's people. I believe these people that's organic to this realm are the Atlanteans, because after the flood, God saved his people. And all of these people are organic and they thrive off the sun, right? Caucasians are the only race that the sun impacts them negatively, making it be known that they aren't natural to this ring inside of our world. Because everything that came organic here is shown that they have capabilities to coexist with the sun. So the fact that they don't, and the fact that J.R.R. Tolkien is talking about them exploring the new world from Middle Earth, if Middle Earth is outside, and they talk about the portals. I'll give you an example. They talk about the dwarves, the elves. These people hold ancient knowledge where they can augment weapons, right? And turn them stronger. And they just know magic and they know sorcery and stuff. So they can augment and use their form of technology to create things that people have never seen on this side. Case in point, cloning. Case in point, the Lord of the Rings had what? Their enemies were cloning their people to go against the protagonists. That's where these armies were coming from. These armies were coming from Middle Earth. And so they gathered up to fight all of these people, all of these, evil people that come from Middle Earth. And so when you think about it, this age of exploration, when Caucasians started popping up in our world, they came through ships through here. They had this higher level technology because they're on the outer realms. And the Lord of the Rings explains this. And so now you're looking at these outsiders that came into the realm of God's people. This is why God said to separate from them. This is why God said to not procreate with them. It's because they were created and cloned outside of God's commandment, outside of God's covenant. Because when he brought up his lineage with the flood, right, those who were destroyed or pushed outward, right, found a way to get back in. And when they found a way to get back in, right, it was black people, right? And I'm pretty sure when they came through, on this side, when they came through on this side, right, Europe is here, would be here, just right above Africa. So this is probably why the Europeans still have a hold on the world today through the Vatican, is because those Caucasians on the outer walls probably stopped there first and probably tricked those black Europeans in that area to go against their own people for their technology and power. And Satan found a way to get in because the genetics of Caucasians is not of God. And the Lord of the Rings shines a light on this because these stories are from Freemasonry origins.
This video has been published on the dark web with the title, "The Dark Web is the Only Truth." In this video, we see a man celebrating his birthday, but nothing scary. But in the description, it says that this man would be 171 years old and that he would have undergone several experiments to get to this point. What do you think?
I found a hidden camera inside a toddler play
You don't
area.
find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
The employees took it and claimed there was no camera inside the balloon.
The alligator skin girl.
Well, I was born in the state of North Carolina, born of normal parents. I have one sister, 3 brothers, born perfectly normal. One brother which has passed away that was born in the same condition as I am, with a very dry, rough skin covering the whole body, which is known to medical doctors as ichthyosis skin, but known now through the show world as the alligator skin girl, also known as the world's strangest mother. Yes, I have been married and the mother of 7 normal children. Now, as well as being misfortunately not to have a clear skin, also not to have hair to grow upon the head. He's one of us.
Yes, our brother.
Yeah. What guy? He's recording people? Oh no. Oh, why are you recording me while I was sleeping?
I ain't record you sleeping.
Yeah, I had like 3 people just told me that you were taking pictures of me while I was sleeping.
Just their feet.
No, what are you doing?
I ain't record you while you
And then this girl, like, what's your problem? That's so fucked up. What if I did that to you, or you were laying down taking pictures of your feet, taking pictures of your back, taking pictures of your face? Like, what are you doing?
It's okay if you did.
No, give me your phone to delete the pictures. I'm so serious. I don't play. Imagine you had girls and someone has pictures of your kids on the internet. Are you crazy?
No, I'm not putting this on the internet.
No, I don't care. I don't care what you're doing with it. Give me your phone.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to yours.
Yo.
I'm gonna go to yours.
Right here.
All right, I deleted it.
Right here. And move to trash, and then go to your trash and delete from library.
Okay.
I'm so serious. Her too. She's a minor.
All right, sorry.
So what do you plan to do with this? Like, what do you do?
Huh?
What do you do? Go to your library, and I want you to delete.
How do you go to library?
So you delete, and then go to your library, like your gallery of pictures, and then you go to recently deleted.
Go ahead.
Oh my god. He's so mad. Crazy. Actually crazy.
I didn't mean no harm or disrespect.
No, it's disrespectful. Because what if
sorry.
I did that while you were sleeping and took pictures of your butt? Are you serious?
It was on your feet.
You got my back end. That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Sorry about that.
No, don't apologize. I want to see you at the beach. I'm so serious.
All right.
Thank you, love. I appreciate you.
Be careful who you let touch you. Watch this.
I think we're not. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to bless you. I'm going to bless you. You see, because you're looking for my energy, but you can't access it. It's not accessible. You see, your energy, I've overpowered it already. You understand? In the name of Jesus, I've already overpowered it. Do you understand? Because you know where it is. You know where it is. You know where it is. You're trying to access it, but you can't. You're trying. That's why you keep touching it. But that's why I gave out my hand, because I know regardless of whatever you're doing, it won't work. You understand? I can already see in your eyes that you're playing with something. I'm telling you now, repent now. Repent. Witches and devils are...
My daughter is right there. I see you baby hairs. I know there's gonna be all like that.
Listen.
See what's going on.
Listen. This is who they wanted to sacrifice for Tyrese.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't want to give her up. He did not want to give her up. They've been trying to sacrifice this girl so long. They was going to murder her for Tyrese getting to release his albums and getting to release all the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah,
he didn't want to give her up. Check this out.
Check this
The
out.
last time I saw her, she was so tiny. I'm like, oh my God. That's your daughter?
That's my daughter. She's 15. That's my Shayla.
15 years old.
Incredible. I'm so proud of you. I love you. Daddy loves you. I love you.
Oh my God.
Listen to him.
They took her. They were about to sacrifice her.
My Shayla.
He thought this was a joke.
What's it feel like to be back with your daughter right now?
See, this is when he got her back. They took her and he gave her back.
My hands enjoy the
Oh my God.
But the reason they gave the daughter back because he said he had sacrificed somebody else. He just didn't want to lose her. Listen.
Thankfully for her.
Oh my God. Oh my
God. Yeah, I see your baby hairs. I didn't know this was going to be all like this.
Listen.
Let's see what's going on.
Tyrese Gibson's mother, Priscilla Murray, has passed away. According to
This is who he had to give away. He had to give away his mom because he didn't want to give away his daughter. Check it out.
Tyrese Gibson's mother, Priscilla Murray, has passed away. According to an Instagram post made on Monday evening, February 4th.
And he gave her up on Valentine's Day, which is Valentine's is representing the heart, right? The heart does what? Pump blood. Blood sacrifice. Check it out.
Priscilla Murray, where are you? Priscilla, hi. Come on up here a second.
Oprah knew about this.
Tyrese's mama. Oprah show.
She knew that he was about to sacrifice his mom.
And all four of your
Years later.
kids are mad as I
Now
don't
he's
know
baby
what.
mom. On her own.
He had to give away his sister too. She just died a couple days ago, like October 3rd, October 4th, something like that, 2023. This is what they do to you, man. He did all this to protect his daughter, gave his family members up.
This new movie came out, huh?
The price of fame, man. This is the price of fame. If you want to be famous, this is what you gotta do.
My daughter. My daughter.
It's believed that this woman was collecting her blood for a voodoo ritual. If people collect your blood, they can use it to possess you or make voodoo dolls of you that will hurt you. So stay safe out there. That's very scary.
Is it just me, or is our writing spider suddenly sketching little people in her web? 'Cause, yeah.
What's up, global family? America is Egypt. Why is 90% of the Grand Canyon restricted to the public? Ancient Egyptian artifacts lies within the 90% that has been restricted. Why can't we see the truth? They look like buildings covered in dirt. I'm Newbie One.
Enemies. Silence punishes enemies. Silence his opponents and incite more chaos.
What the fuck? The fucking comments on that video. Somebody in the comments said he must have worms.
And then somebody said it's that booger sugar. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is wrong with these people in office? Who is that man? Oh, I'm trying. I keep having to stop the fucking video because I can't stop laughing. I'm literally crying. Oh my goodness. No, for real. What the fuck is happening? Like, this man looks like his body has been taken over by a fucking alien or something. What the fuck? Between him and Joe, I cannot take these motherfuckers serious no more. How are these the people running our fucking country? What the fuck? I was really gonna try to make this a serious fucking video, but I'm sorry, I can't. I done watched that video so many times, crying. I stopped breathing for a second. That shit was hilarious, and the comments made it even fucking better.
Power to punish his enemies, silence his opponents, and incite more chaos.
What the fuck?
Reggie, you gonna leave me alone this morning?
But I do want to address the people that have been around us, okay? That we don't even know these people, you know. We invited these people to certain events. You know, we give good energy every time that we around people. And for the fact that motherfuckers want to continue to lie and then lie on me, it's very, very heartbreaking. It's very, very heartbreaking. It's not me, this shit I never said. I've always done my husband. I always support him, and I'm always gonna support him. There's nothing you can do to make me break us. You know, so stop the lies. One thing about it, what I have learned through this experience, we got the media lying. We had people around us that we was gonna invest in, that we seen the best in them, you know. But now they're trying to turn on us and use it for their benefit. Like, come on, this is so fucking heartbreaking. This is so fucking heartbreaking. One thing I learned, y'all, please watch out who is around y'all. Okay, who is trying to leech? Who is trying to benefit from you? Please, we have learned the hard way. We thought people around us was really high vibrational. We really thought that they was behind us. We really thought they support us. People out here talking shit that never been to no court date. Ain't never sent the letter. Ain't never support. Ain't never do any of those things. And you have the audacity to lie on me and my husband. We already got the media. Lying on us. Like, what more do you want from us? What more do you want from us? Why are y'all trying to destroy us? Why are you trying to break us? All we came and gave was good, positive energy. We gave you enlightenment. So I advise y'all to be aware of who is around you, who is trying to pull your energy off of their benefit. And it's not gonna work, you know, it's not gonna work because just like the title, you can't destroy something that you didn't create. You can't destroy any of that. So for you to lie on me, to lie on my husband, you can't destroy that. You're not gonna be able to destroy that was divinely in order. You can't do that. You can't break anything that was divine. You can't. You know, but it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's overwhelming. We're already going through enough. So to put more lies on us, it just shows what your really true intent was. Your true intent was to never really ride and really there for the message. You wasn't really there. No, you seen the fame, you seen the video shoots, you seen the studio sessions. You use all that to say, oh, they're doing this, let me benefit off of that. So I just advise everyone to please watch who you have around you, because motherfuckers will lie on you to make you look bad, but really they the ones who the bad person. They're the ones who got issues. They're the one who leeching. They're the one who using. But they're gonna prey on the good people that actually pour love into them, encourage them, to want to push them to be the best version that they can be. So yes, I'm heartbroken. I came on here, like I said, I'm not a live person. I don't do these live. That's my husband's journey. But the overwhelming disrespect, the lies, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We're already dealing with enough. I miss my husband deeply. And then the crazy thing is, he was out here, none of y'all would have been saying any of these things. So the fact that you're using our situation to benefit is very, very heartbreaking. We already got the news media with articles back to back to back for some lies. They all lies, man. They all lies. And nobody really knows our pain. Nobody really knows what we're going through. So to continue to try to put more lies on us is so fucking heartbreaking. Because all we brought was love and abundance and blessings and knowledge. That's all we did. All we did. So if you hear any lies that I never said anything. So motherfuckers are lying on me. They are lying on me. And it's heartbreaking. And I refuse to allow them to get me low like that. I refuse to allow that to try to get in between me and my husband. The unity that we have, the strength that we have together, I refuse to allow anyone to continue to lie. You see my shirt, Prison Wives. Yes, I'm in Prison Wives. Do I need to read it? Strong when she feels weak, because I'm strong right now. Even though I'm crying, I'm strong right now. Brave when she is scared. Yes. Okay. Loyal at all costs. I'm loyal at all costs. I never turn my back on my husband. Never. And stands by her man on matters. No matter what, I stand by my husband. No matter what. No matter what. But we gonna get through this. We gonna be better than ever. We gonna be better than ever. Because we're growing through this. And like I said, I refuse anyone to lie on my husband and to lie on me. And that enough is enough. If you don't fuck with us, fine. Go your way. But don't continue to put lies on our name. Lies on our brand. We have a brand. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry, it's very, very heartbreaking. Like I said, it's overwhelming. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm drawn out. But I do want to also let people know that we have his transcripts. The lies that were told, more lies that were told during his case. I have the transcripts, y'all. I have the transcripts. Please email divineinsight@theuci.online so you can see the lies and the continued lies that were told. I think I've sent maybe 50. Me and the PR team has sent maybe 50 people that has asked for transcripts. I have them, and I want you to have them. I want you to see the lies. I want you to see the lies. I really do. And I want you guys to share it because he's in there on lies, and he's also in there because he was speaking truth. He was speaking truth. He was speaking truth. Let's be real. Let's be real about why he's in there. And let's be real how he was able to change lives all over the planet. I said planet. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get it together, because we've already been through enough. We already have been through enough. We already have been through enough. Can you please stop it? Just please stop it. He changed my life. I met him on my spiritual journey. I met him on Facebook going through my spiritual journey. He was speaking truth and enlightening people. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I'm trying to get it together. Excuse me. But I do have the transcripts. So if you want the transcript, please email divineinsight@theuci.online. Me and the PR team will email you those transcripts. And would you please share it on your platforms? Read it. It's about 2,000, maybe 2,100, 2,100 pages, so you can see the lies that were told. You can see that it was about his teachings, because you're going to be able to see that in the transcripts as well. You're going to see the DA, the prosecutors lying. You're going to see things that were supposed to be in the discovery that were just presented on the day of trial, which is corrupt. You're going to see the corruption, and like I said, I hope someone is really screen recording this time, because I went on his live and I actually, addressed some of these things too, but out of nowhere, this time I was flabbergasted about that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go on my live, because I had went live and people had posted me going live, putting, doing round tables and stuff like that. But when I go live on his page and let people know, people lying on us, and then we actually have his trial transcripts. Now nobody wants to screen record it and post it. So I'm here again to address. We have the transcripts. And we're tired of the lies. And I'm tired of the lies. Because all we have brought was love, pure good intentions, pure positive energy. When you was around us, you got so much good energy, because that's who we are. You're gonna remember us. You're gonna remember the vibe that we have together. You're gonna remember how fun we are around other people. That's what you're going to see. That's what you're going to get from us, because that's who we are. The email is divineinsight. Hold on, let me see. I'll put it in.
pinned it, Divine Insight, at the UCI.online. And I appreciate everyone that has come on this live. I pray that, you know, someone did actually screen record it. And I apologize for if me crying turned sorry, somebody was trying to call, you know, but you got to understand, yes, he's my husband too, so it hits differently. It hits differently for me, especially when we already dealing with enough. So when people going behind and telling more lies and then saying I said it, so now you're trying to get in between our marriage. So yes, you're gonna see me cry because you're gonna see that I'm hurt. I love my husband. It's enough. He's already been talked about through the media, and baby mama. The bitch, baby mama. Now I have poor connection as soon as I mention her ass. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? We dealing with her fucking lies. Damn, when are we gonna be done with motherfuckers telling lies on us? You know what I'm saying? And once again, I'm not speaking on the university that has been supporting us or anything. We love y'all deeply. We appreciate y'all from the bottom of our hearts and our soul. So you guys should know, no, I'm not speaking to anyone that stood behind us, anybody who's continued to support us, anyone who's continued to stream the music, anyone that's continued to spread the message, anyone that's continuing to send letters, you know, anyone that's continuing to donate, to put money on his books. You know, I'm not speaking to those people. I'm only addressing the people that are fake. They're fake. And we're fake from the very beginning, but put on this big, oh yes, I'm high vibration. Oh yes, we with you, God. Oh yes, we with you, Goddess. I'm speaking on those, you know. That's who I'm speaking of. And also, like I said, I want to get on the good note, the high energy, you know, that was earlier. I had to get that out and address that. But we do have the transcripts. Oh, and we also still subscribe to the website. We have audio lectures still coming. I believe y'all did the Donald Trump. He did the Donald Trump. So he gave some big, good downloads for that. Then he did the April 8th, the solar eclipse. You know, he also today, actually at 3:33 on the website, the what's his name? Julio. Like I don't really know the dude, know the guy, but I heard about the story. So that actually dropped today, right now. It's on the website. It dropped at 3:33 p.m. So you go to the website, subscribe. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear the lecture. You're gonna hear the deep download. It was very, very recording it. Where he also is doing interviews. I'm not sure if you guys know Beyond 5D. He's through the midst of all this craziness, being lied, being the media attacking him, the government coming after him, because yes, that's why he was behind those glass walls. Yes, that came from the higher ups. Yes, that came from the higher ups because of his, what they quote unquote said, notoriety. Oh, we're using this for your protection, which bullshit. We know why they did that. We're still doing audio lectures. He also is no beats. So you're not going to be able to destroy us. But what I did want to do is clear up some shit, you know, because enough is enough. We all like we're moving away from that, man. We've already been through enough. My main focus is to get these transcripts out, to get him home. And also, yes, we still have the appeal going on. So anyone who has the transcripts, please email us back and say, hey, there's some things that we've seen in these transcripts that you may want to bring attention to the lawyers. You know what I'm saying? that's, and people ask, how can we help? That's exactly how you can help. You can also go on your platforms and read the transcript and show the corruption. You can show the corruption. That's how you can help to get him home, because he is coming home. All the haters, no, he is coming home, and nothing is going to stop him. Nothing is going to stop him. No lies, no betrayal, nothing is going to stop him. At the end of the day, he is divinely protected. Divinely protected. And he was sitting here to do what he's doing as of right now. That's why nothing can destroy what he was put here to do. Nothing can destroy his purpose. Nothing could destroy his purpose. No lie, no betrayal, none of that, no false allegations, none of that can destroy his purpose.
So let's talk about America and Canada in the Book of Enoch. Now, the Book of Enoch confirms that Africa is in the north because of what comes out of these two portals. Now, it states in the Book of Enoch that there are 12 portals, and 4 of these portals, which are in the middle, one here, one there, one there, and one there. The middle portals pour out blessings and good things, but these 2 portals on the outside, here, and here, and here, these 2 outside ones, pour out destruction and desolation. Now, these 2 portals on the outside in this area of Africa have locusts coming out of them. And I find it very interesting that no locusts come out here over here by Russia. When you read the Book of Enoch, and we're going to get on Russia because these 2 portals do not bring out locusts, but these 2 bring out locusts. And we have locust problem also in South America. And the Horn of Africa, locusts. And this portal right here brings out good things. But what happens when we read what comes out of these 3 portals in the West? Because the United States and Canada is in the West. All right, notice what it says in the Book of Enoch. And after these 4 are the west winds through the first portal adjoining the north. All right, the first portal adjoining the north. All right, come forth dew and hoarfrost and cold and snow and frost. You ever wonder why certain times of the year it gets cold over here in the United States? And that is because it is time for this first portal to bring forth its cold, its frost, and its dew, or whatever it's doing. All right, and certain times of the year it brings out dew too. So notice what it says. And from the middle portal, which is this one, the middle portal, listen to this, come forth dew and rain and prosperity and blessings. Now, I know we sing God Bless America, but did you know blessings come through the portal? So when you look at the top 15 countries by GDP, this is from 1960 to 2017, and you can look up to 2024. I just picked any old one. Look how far the United States is out front above everybody. That's prosperity. I find it very interesting that that middle portal is bringing out prosperity, and it is right by the United States and Canada. Wow, that is very interesting. All right, what do we have coming out of the next portal? Let's find out. And it states right here, and through the last portal, which adjoins the south, come forth drought and desolation and burning and destruction. That's a lot of bad stuff. And notice all of this desolation and burning. All right. Do we see anything around Canada that has to do with any type of desolation and burning? Let's find out on the internet. So is anyone familiar with Canada wildfires? If you go on the internet, you see all of these articles. Look at this. Wildfire, wildfire, wildfire. All these Canada wildfire, Canada wildfires, all of this. Look at these. Whole bunch of wildfires and desolation. All of this is in Canada. These are all articles about Canada wildfires. Next page. Look at this. More wildfires. Wildfires. Let's not even have to do with wildfires. But look here. Wildfires. Canada wildfire. Wildfires all over Canada. Wow, I find it very interesting that this portal, which brings forth desolation and heat and destruction, is right by Canada. That is very interesting. And we have Alaska right here too, so they're getting some of that cold and frost also. But that is very interesting. So in the next video, we will be talking about Greenland. What comes through these portals and that affects Greenland and these other areas. We'll see you in the next video. God bless you and have a great night or day.
Ashley, my wife's behind me. Look, my wife's right here. Look, my wife's right here behind. I had to bring her out here. Look, all right, the moon is not supposed to be here. The moon is completely on the opposite end of, what the hell? It's usually, right now, it's coming up from the north, behind the trees, every night at this time. And it's on the south, going down. What the hell is going on? This is crazy. What do you think, sweetheart?
I don't know what the fuck.
I mean, I was just out here flying, my drone's in the air. I was just out here flying my drone, and I looked up at the moon, and it does not set over there. It does not come up over there. The moon comes up from the other backside of my house every single night. 100.
Alright y'all, so I work at Suntree and I'm pretty much all around super sacks. They got trail mix in them, and supposed to be checking to see if they're closed. So they distribute to 7-Eleven, Costco, Circle K, and I believe some other stores. And yeah, they got bugs, y'all. Watch, I'm gonna open this sucker up and infested. As y'all can see, look at that. They're everywhere. They're in the product too. I mean, I don't need to zoom in. I mean, if you guys already see them in there crawling, but yeah, don't eat trail mix from those places, guys. For reals.
Man, this shit happened right underneath my nose. I didn't even see this happening until I started editing the video. What it looks like, literally, they were setting up the sunset, right? Like where to land, or they were setting it up like they knew where it was gonna land, which they do. I don't know what that orange shit is. It could be, you know, ambient light underneath the water, or it could be a bunch of radiation that's just fucking spread throughout our fucking ocean just to create this illusion that the sun's setting in the horizon, right? But just watch how the very top, right there where that yellow is, watch how that thing forms into looking like the sun setting. Just watch. They created the whole thing right in front of me, and I didn't even know. It's moving on its own. This is not human made. This has to be something else. But I'll leave the rest to you guys. Leave a comment.
homie Quan,
whose real name was DeQuantes Devontae Lamar, was due to perform in his hometown in a few weeks at Nick Cannon's Wild N Out. He was also going to testify in the trial of his former bandmate Young Thug.
Rich homie Quan was scheduled to testify at the Young Thug trial later this year.
What's your man? I'm going to get finger rotten. Say, I can't block that up on your finger, killer.
Oh man, I can't get rid of mine.
You're sure that with that child, killer?
Yeah, man, you see it, man.
So like you say, I could have lose that finger then hand. Let's see next one. Yeah, no, I'm paying you.
They don't know. Big up killer, super killer, drop top here. Yeah. And big up the party, we are keeping it on warfare. Yeah. August the 23, something like that. Yeah.
And we are look one. And I get fuck killer. See, and I swell up. So that finger there, finger come like here.
But don't it's alright to start driving.
Come here, this must.
I ring them, man. I ring.
Yeah, I'm not paying you.
No, I'm paying.
You sure?
Sure, you paying.
Full of fist, let me see. Full of fist.
No, man, I can't.
You can't full of fist.
Sure, you see.
With the hand up, can't full of fist with the hand either. That's how I want it.
Yeah, family. Put on for my family.
We finna talk about the unicorns, okay? As you can see by the celebrities going across your screen and whatnot, who are the unicorns, okay? When anybody born between 10:15 to 11:14 are considered unicorn energy, okay? That's that masculine energy, okay? That's another trick of them, all right? I know unicorns have been, media and publicized to us as feminine things and rainbows, and no, these are masculine creatures, okay? On to these unicorn individuals. Who are they? At their core, these unicorn individuals are magical, mythical creatures, okay? You do not catch one out and about because they are amazing, all right? But they're also extremists. These are the most extreme. These are the most extremes of all the zodiacs, okay? Because they came here to balance these energies, all right? So, these unstable creatures, and they're unstable because, like I said, they're on a balance, constantly on a balance. Those Libra, especially those Libra unicorns, the Libra unicorns, most unbalanced out of all zodiacs, period, because they're here to balance the energies, okay? They love the most one-on-one relationships. That's where they strive, is one-on-one relationships, people, all right? They don't know who they are. They don't know who they are by themselves because they're here to serve. All right, they want to find individuals to serve. That is what they're about, serving other energies. They're also about business. These are cutthroat business people. Cutthroat business people. In fact, if you're a unicorn and you don't own business, something's wrong. Something's wrong. You need your own business. Most unicorns are going to have their own business. Okay, they're about the paper as well, people. Okay, let's keep it moving. What do they value? They value privacy. They love their privacy. That is it. Okay, you rarely ever see a unicorn out and about. Even you rarely hear information about unicorns, okay? But you don't hear about them because they value that privacy, okay? They only come out in the most extreme situations to help you out because that's what they're about, okay? What is their speech? They speak with authority too. They will lawyer your ass, okay? These are lawyers in the speech, all right? They will argue, they will confuse, they will lawyer you. So don't try to go in there on some manipulative stuff. Just be straight up, just be straightforward when you're talking to them, because if not, they're gonna play and they're gonna treat you like you in court every time. All right. Now, what do these people value? All right, what are their hidden comforts? Not what do they value, what are their hidden comforts? Their hidden comforts is their femininality. Okay. They love to create, they love to relax, they love to counsel, but they love to bask in their femininity hiddenly, okay? At home, away from the public, okay? Out in the public, these is business cutthroat ass individuals, okay? But at home, these is the most crybaby ass. They value that, okay? Now, what about their children? Their children Their children are innovative, creative, rebellious ass people, but they tend to go viral a lot. Their children go viral. They love showing off their viral. They love showing it off to the people. Okay, I don't know why, but they love to display their kids, and their kids are very creative ass people, and they love to just post about their kids. And then when they do, they go viral. I don't know why, but they just do. Okay, a lot of unicorns love their kids, and their kids just have a trick with the media. The media loves them. Okay, moving on. What are their obstacles in life? Escapism. Okay, so a lot of things when they're trying to escape life, that's when the most issues come. And I understand why they try to escape life, because they deal with extremes all the goddamn time. Extremes. Okay, they can't just have something warm. Okay, it's either hot or it's cold, okay? And they gotta make it warm, right? If it's cold, they gotta warm it up. If it's too hot, they gotta cool it down. That's their balance. So of course they're trying to escape from it all the time. And when they do, that's when the problems come, okay? So y'all gotta be careful on drinking alcohol. The unicorns tend to have alcoholic problems, okay? And that's no shade to them or anything like that. It's a part of escapism, and that's when it becomes the problems. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, they gotta work on that balance. It's high and lows and stuff, and they gotta be balanced, because they like to do it extremely. Okay, they can't just have a drink or two. They go out and get drunk and don't remember the night. That's what I'm saying. Okay, moving on to their partners, warrior people. All right, they love those warriors. Okay, they love partners that are definitely in the gym, definitely athletic warriors. They love them gladiator type built people. They love it. That's what they love, because they want to feel protected. They want to feel like, hey, this warrior won't let nothing happen to me, and I ain't gonna let nothing happen to him. And together we are one, because they are looking for themselves in their partner, okay? Because they don't know themselves. They don't know themselves until they have them partner. That is why you rarely ever see these individuals, these unicorns, without a partner. Okay, you catch them out and about, they are literally a unicorn. You're like, you're single? You? And then all of a sudden it's a stampede trying to capture them, okay? And they gotta go play the game of jumping through hoops, hopping on rainbows, in the clouds, under the ground, all of that, because everybody's coming for them. And then they finally find a partner, and then boom, they off the market, okay? It's very rarely to see them single and in the market. It's some unicorn type stuff. Moving on, their alter ego, the Fae individuals, okay? Their alter ego, they're all about comfort, okay? They're all about luxuries and all. Whether they give, out and about into the public, they're all about fairness. No, this has to be that. This has to be that. But when the light goes away and they're behind closed doors, oh, give me all my jewels, all my diamonds. You ever heard of Scrooge McDuck? Yes, he was a unicorn. Okay, okay. He Mr. Krabs, unicorn. No. We're the Krusty Krab, but behind the curtains, there's treasures and riches, okay? That's all that I'm saying. Now, what is fortunate, okay? Where do they get their fortune? Traveling, people. They love to travel, and they love to do the woo-hoo, all right? When they do the woo-hoo, it brings them good luck, okay? That's why they're out there, woo, okay? Getting it in, all right? And getting it in, traveling, bring some good luck, okay? Don't ask me why. I'm just here I'm just a messenger, okay? I'm just telling their business, but whatever. Moving on. Their obligation to society is to make people feel comfortable, make them feel at home, all right? One-on-one individuals, they're here to make them people feel at home, to serve the community. That's their obligation, to serve them, to make them feel nourish the community in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, it's very rarely that any of these individuals do not have a business, and in their business they're probably doing just that. There's some form of service and comforting, okay? That's why they have a lot of beauty businesses, a lot of lashes and just fashion, things that make people feel beautiful, obligations, make them feel home, nourishment, things like that. All right, who are their network circles? These people, these business people definitely have high end. They love the Griffins, okay? They love high end clientele, okay? That's just unicorns, high end clientele, okay? Unicorns come from the sky, all right? Out of Olympus, okay? Out of the heavens, all right? So of course, they gonna need royal family, royal networks and friends, okay? So yeah, a lot of they network circles full of bosses, all right? And last but not least, their subconscious mind, their escape, okay? very critical. Okay, these individuals, when they dream, they're criticizing, they're judging. They're the most judgy, criticizable people. You'll never know because, you know, out and about, they're very fair enough, but they're judging you on the inside of their head, okay? And they can't help it. That is in their nature. They're judging themselves in their dreams, okay? That's why they barely sleep. When they dream and they wake up and realize they dream, they don't wake up from the dream. No, they lucid dream early and they just stare and judge themselves quietly like, why are you doing this in this dream? What are you trying to do? But they don't wake up. They're just too busy judging, okay? They're too busy judging. And they got eyes. Watch out for the eyes because they will seduce.
Como de luz pasando, pero no se graba muy bien, y luego después sale como un señor, mira, se para ahí y como que se convierte en un señor, mira, y se queda ahí todavía está corriendo el reloj de la cámara, se está grabando, mira, se mira como dos cabezas, pues dos personas se mira ahí atravesadas a la misma vez, que tienen como una lámpara, a lo mejor es una pareja, pero no sé, a veces empieza a mover y la cámara ya no lo graba muy bien, pero a veces mira que se está yendo por aquí.
For all the people that either believe or don't believe that giants existed in North America, that maybe believe that the Smithsonian had something to do with covering it up, we got some receipts for you. In 1651, the last battleground with the giants happened in the state of Pennsylvania, and it's recorded in Dauphin County History, Chapter 1. Remember, you heard it here first on Human Origins Revealed. Go check us out on YouTube and TikTok. The truth is here. The state of Pennsylvania documented it, that the last of them were killed in Pennsylvania, at least in that state in 1651, at a place called Atracoeur. It's in Dauphin County History, Chapter 1. Just remember where you got that news. Go look it up. Tonight we're going to be discussing it on live. Giants existed in North America. When they were recruiting people to bring their families here, they didn't tell them. The last of them were defeated on a place called Juniata Island, the Onuyuthahaga. That's the name of the people that lived there. And they're called the Standing Stones people of North America, if you didn't know that. They come from Standing Stones, Pennsylvania. There's a lot of history that's uncovered because we're dealing with these pre-Mesopotamian, proto-Mesopotamian sites all up and down the 13 colonies. And the Susquehanna River was visited. For the receipts on the Smithsonian, Dr. Hay came down and did an expedition in 1916 because all of the archaeologists in the region knew about this battleground. He visited it, and by 1920, they already started building a dam that Dr. Hay himself, an employee of the Smithsonian, so you say it's a conspiracy that the Smithsonian hid giant things. Well, I'm telling you that I have the receipts. We're going to discuss more of it online, on live tonight on TikTok. And that way you can see, you can read for yourself that at least in 1651, that's when the last were defeated. So from 1492 to 1651, there were giants running around in colonial North America. That's the truth. This is the kind of information we're trying to bring to you because Dr. Hay came down, signed the permit. When they constructed this dam, it is written in all the notes. It's written in gemology books, how the employees were carrying off translucent green gemstone. They called it Williamsite, putting it in their lunch pails, put it in their pockets. They called it birdstone. They were carrying it out of there. They buried the bones. It's in the receipts. We're going to show you in writing that Dr. Hay issued a permit and that they buried bones into the right shoulder of that dam. It's the truth. When we visited the State of Pennsylvania Museum, we sat with Dr. Kirk Carr, the senior curator of the State Museum at the time. We showed him all of that and we said, these other hundreds of skeletons, where did they go? And after he put his head down for a minute, he looked up and he told us with multiple witnesses that they ground them into the farmers' fields, the adjoining fields to this area. They took all of the other bones and ground them up there. So if you ever believed that the Smithsonian was involved in covering up giants, I got the receipts for you. Come over and look at our videos because we're trying to save the ancient sites that have their bones, their tools, and the normal-sized people like ourselves that lived in and around them. Please, Human Origins Revealed, visit us on YouTube. Follow us here on TikTok. We're going to go live tonight and discuss the content that we released today. We're looking forward to having you there. Thank you for your time.